Absolutely, and what a great suggestion. Switching to third-person limited can give the story a more cinematic, observational feel while still keeping you close to the character's emotions and fears. Here's a standalone horror story, written in third person about someone driving alone at night, where things slowly begin to go very wrong. No sequel, no parts, just a single, eerie tale designed to chill. Cursed, the road that never ends. A standalone horror story, third person. It was after midnight when Daniel decided to drive home. The storm had passed, leaving behind a sky full of stars and roads slick with rain. He told himself he was fine. The highway was closed for repairs, so he took the old valley road, familiar, quiet, and supposedly safe. He'd driven it 100 times, but tonight something was different. Not scary, not at first, just off. Like the world had been muted slightly. His headlights cut through the darkness, but not as far as they should. The engine hummed, but the sound felt distant, like it wasn't quite his anymore. Then he saw her, standing in the middle of the road, dressed in white, hair hanging over her face. He slammed on the brakes. The tires screamed. The car skidded. He missed her by inches. When he looked in the rearview mirror, she was gone. No footprints, no movement, nothing. Daniel shook his head. "You're tired," he muttered to himself. But deep down, he knew something had changed. That something got in. Minutes passed. The road stretched endlessly ahead. No signs, no turns, just forest pressing in from both sides, and sky above like a lid closing slowly. And then the music started. His car didn't have satellite radio, yet soft classical music played from the speakers, low, melancholic. He reached to turn it off, but the buttons didn't respond. The temperature dropped, fast. Frost crawled up the windows. His breath came out in clouds. In the mirror, he could see his own reflection, pale, eyes wide, mouth slightly open. And behind him, in the back seat, there was movement, silent, slow, fabric shifting, something sitting, watching, waiting. Daniel gripped the steering wheel tighter and pressed the gas. The car accelerated, but the scenery didn't change. Same stretch of road, same trees, same silence. He checked the speedometer, 80 miles per hour, but the world outside stayed exactly the same, like he was going nowhere. Suddenly, the music stopped. In its place, a whisper, software wet, from the vents. "You never stopped," Daniel screamed. The headlights flickered, and then she was there again, this time in the passenger seat, head tilted, hair still covering her face. But her hand rested on the dashboard, dripping, wet, and she was smiling, not with her mouth, with her voice. He turned the wheel hard, slammed into the ditch, hoping to wake himself up from whatever this was. The car flipped, glass shattered, lights went out, and then silence. When Daniel woke up, the car was upright, unscathed, the engine humming softly. He was still driving, the road ahead, exactly the same, and in the rearview mirror, his reflection stared back, but his lips weren't moving. The end.